Sorry. Just look. Yes, there are a couple of hit Miami cops on a hot new beat in Key West Vice. Friday nights at 9 on NBC. There's no one at the controls. At the Stan Major Show.
Ooh, here's an article for Uncle Neil. Demystifying men's locker rooms. Okay, I'll cut that out for him. Make a carbon copy for Jim Mandich. Okay, we have a couple lines available because we've been playing it fast and loose tonight and not taking a hell of a lot of phone calls. And I apologize for that. Would you like to go through magazines and rip up all of the stupid things and send them in? You know, all of these things that clutter up the magazines, you just go ahead and don't fill them out. Just send them in. But maybe the post office is under instructions that if it's not filled in, they won't send it on. I don't know, but the post office is so automated now that maybe it doesn't make any difference. Okay, line available in date. Again, the never-ending search for long-distance calls from wherever you may be listening to the program. We'd be delighted to accept your collect call either in the 305 or the 407 area code. Now, the 305 numbers are 751 and 524 WIOD. The 407 are 278 and 655 WIOD. And you can call us collect from out of the area. We'd love to hear from you and find out where you're listening to the Stan Major Show on WIOD in Miami. Okay? We have a line available in Dade, line available in Broward, and the Boca line is available. Mobile Jerry.
Hey, Stan, how you doing?
Mobile Jerry.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, how are you?
Good.
Hey, listen, I just got into the airport. I'm just leaving it now. I just got in town. What's the story? You back on nights now?
I'm on nights.
Really? What happened to...
Dick Farrell?
Yeah.
Dick Farrell's gone, sir.
Wow, that was pretty quick, huh?
No, that wasn't pretty quick. What are you talking about? Do you miss him?
No, I don't necessarily miss him, but I was listening to him on Monday. I come back on Thursday, and...
Oh, God!
He's history, huh?
Yeah, so's your telephone.
Why, you can't hear me?
Now it's all right. I don't know what was going on before.
Yeah, I was just out doing a little skiing.
Really? Where were you?
Park City, Utah.
Really? How was the snow?
Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous. Have you ever been out there?
No. Well, in Utah, is that where Crater Lake is?
You got me. I had to look on a map to find where Utah was when I first went out there.
Yeah,
but,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, well, I hope you didn't break anything.
No, I tried it for the first time, and I'm back in all pieces, so that was fortunate enough.
No, I tell you what my great ambition is, to go to one of those big ski lodges and just sit in front of the fireplace and drink.
Yeah.
Drink and eat.
Yeah.
And watch everybody come in with broken legs.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the women look great with these ski outfits on, too.
I'll bet they do.
You know, they have all these new...
Well, that's what I would do. I'd sit around and watch the ladies and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna. I'm not for winter sports, okay?
Well, I was out on business and I had the opportunity to try it, so I gave it a shot. And I'll tell you, I can see how you can get hooked on it if you keep doing it. Well, anyway, Stan, good to hear you.
It's a little like sex.
Yeah. You got it. There you go.
Okay.
All right, Stan.
Try it once and you're addicted.
You got it.
Okay.
See ya.
Good to talk to you.
Yep.
There's a guy that misses, what's his name? Farrell. Did anybody call Bennett's show bitching and complaining about me being on instead of Farrell again today? Or was that just yesterday? How come they don't call here? Because they don't have nerve, right? They know what all the answers are anyway. Well, Brian from Ogis finally worked his way up to get on the air.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine. How are you? Long-time listener, first-time caller.
That's what they say.
Calling from Ogis, Florida, where it just stopped raining.
Ogis? Is there really an Ogis? I've always felt that Ogis is a figment of somebody's imagination.
It's in, there's an Ogis post office. It used to be a town, but it's up in North Miami Beach on Dixie Highway between the railroad tracks and on the west part of the railroad tracks. You know where the Aventura Mall is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit, it's south of there and west of the railroad tracks. You got the, it's a little business district up here.
So if I was going from the Aventura Mall to 95, I'd go through Ogis.
No, you wouldn't. You'd go through, if you want to go through Ogis, when you, if you're coming out of the Aventura Mall, you're going west on Ives Dairy Road, the second traffic light west of the railroad tracks is 20, I think it's called 26th Avenue.
Yeah.
You make a left turn there, you'll be going south, and as soon as you go south, you hit Dixie Highway, and you're now in Ogis. You keep going south to Miami Gardens Drive, so between...
Boy, that's awfully close to North Miami Beach, isn't it?
No, it's north of there. In fact, there is an Ogis Elementary School.
Yeah.
There's an Ogis Post Office.
Wow.
There's a Jewish school right across the street.
Uh-huh.
There's a Michael Ann Russell Jewish Community Center right down the street. But it used to be a town, but then...
How do they get their mail? Does the mail come to Ogis?
Okay, I have a post office box at the Ogis Post Office, but the mail's delivered out of Norwood over there on 441.
Yeah, but what is your city mailing address?
Okay, my city mailing address is North Miami Beach, 33180.
See, that's why it's so confusing.
But it's not really called... Ogis is not really a town. It's like a area town, like Kendall's an area town, and it's not really a city. But if you say you're from Ogis, people usually know where it's at.
You know what I like when you call these 800 numbers to order something, and the first thing they ask you for is your zip code. So I give them the zip code for Plantation, and they always say, "Oh, Fort Lauderdale, huh?" So they don't know that Plantation exists because the 33324 zip code nationally is listed under Fort Lauderdale.
No, I've been up here. I've been living in Ogis for about since 1977, which is about 13 years or so.
Now, do you actually tell people that you live in Ogis?
Yeah, it's a joke because Ogis is just like it's the name Ogis, and it's just if you drive down Dixie Highway, it's about stores and like there's nothing major up here,
Yeah.
nothing big up here, but it's a novelty, and there's stores up here, and it's just it's like going through Cannabis, not as big as Kendall.
Okay.
But I did meet you. Remember in 1987 when you were at the flea market in November of '87 at the flea market on Miami Beach?
Yeah.
I met you there once, and I talked a little bit about you used to be in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I said I started listening to back in the early '60s. You were on WJJD before they went country and western.
Right.
And I used to listen to WLS up there and Dick Biondi.
Yep.
And you said you're from Chicago area.
That's right.
And you were at the flea market there talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. And Steve Kane was the guy who came out from IOD, and I was the guy that came out from WINS.
Right.
And never the twain shall meet.
He wasn't there that night.
No, thank goodness.
Wonder why.
Because he knew I was going to be there.
Yeah.
What can I tell you?
Anyway, I have to go up to Chicago O'Hare Sunday night.
Oh, boy, dress warmly.
Well, I'm driving. I got to go down to Indianapolis, near Indianapolis, Indiana, for some personal business.
Uh-huh.
So, I was born in South Bend. I lived in Hammond. I lived in Dalton, which is just south of Chicago.
Yeah.
And
well, have a nice, safe trip, okay?
And you. Thank you.
Good to talk to you. Chapin, how come on the opening you didn't mention Boca del Rey number? You don't like people in Boca del Rey? I don't blame. Listen, I can't blame you, okay? It's okay. We're not going to make you recut it. It's all right. Oh, Boy Gary wrote the script. Did he forget that we have like 200,000 people up there? Some of them with diaries? Well, okay. Well, the Boca del Rey number is 278-9463, just in case you would like to use it. It's tied up right now, so evidently somebody knows how to get hold of us, okay? 2 lines available in Broward, and that's it. The Broward number is 524-WIOD. And let's go to West Palm. Whoops, I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, this isn't West Palm.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to take you because I'm so tired of talking to horny men.
Well, I'm certainly certainly not a horny man, Stan.
Yes, I know that.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. I looked at Jim. I said, he's avoiding my call. I've become chronic. It's your fault. He doesn't want to talk to me, and that's why I'm waiting like this.
Oh, no, not at all.
Wait, he said, if you push 777, it'll alert the board op, and he'll pick up the call. And I looked at him, and I said, what the hell? And I pushed 777, and he started cracking up laughing at me.
Well, we do take advantage of, our females from time to time.
Oh, yeah, you're loyal fans, I know. Once a groupie, always a groupie. Well, you asked before what a person who would hang on the phone for a real long time just to say, hi, I listened to your show, I'm a first-time caller and a long-time listener, and then hang up.
Is that it?
Not a Neely.
Yeah.
A standard.
Oh, that's...
Too cute.
That's nice try, Diane.
Oh,
okay.
well, Jim said to call you.
Yeah.
Well,
let's blame it on him, okay?
I can blame everything on him tonight. Right. He made me call your machine the other day, and I didn't want to do it. I figured I wrote my phone number in the letter.
Well, I've got that picture. I'm scared to death to show it to Lori.
Why?
Because your bathing suit is too skimpy.
Oh, please. I got a lot of heat from one of my sisters-in-law about this. Your bathing
suit shows more of your legs than being nude does.
That isn't true.
It's absolute fact. It's a great suit.
It's a great shot.
It's a great body.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, well.
If you can show it to Lori, please assure her. There are problem areas there.
Can I make copies and send it out?
Sure.
Okay, anybody who would like a copy of Diane in her skimpy bathing suit, send me $300,000 interest-free loan for 6 months on a handshake. Hey, if Don Johnson can do it, I can do it.
Well, listen, Stan,
yes.
I promise I won't wear something terrifically revealing, but I'd like to meet Lori, and you guys, the invitation on the boat, it's real. But more than anything, Jim is going to nag me and hound me to death unless you really send him a copy of your business plan.
Yeah, well, we're kind of stuck in neutral on that right now.
Oh, I'll tell him that.
I got some other plans. I'll get hold of you one way or another.
Okay, good.
All right?
Okay, great.
Thank you, honey.
Have a nice evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, all 3 lines in Broward are available. That hasn't happened since we started the nighttime show. Let me give the Broward line out, 524-WIOD. 524-9463. And that's what happens when you start talking about white cotton panties and ripping down trees, man. It's the most boring thing in the world, talking about the environment down here. Have you ever noticed that? Because people don't care. There are probably, I would say, 50 homeowners in this immediate area who care. Otherwise, the people in Kendall could care less because the developers down there have already ripped out all the trees in Kendall. The people in Boca don't care because the developers have already ripped down all the trees in Boca. So who in the hell cares, right? That's the way it goes. Now let's go to West Palm. Sorry about that, Frankie.
That's all right, Stan, man. That's a dedicated listener when I stay on for an hour.
Fantastic.
How you doing?
Great. Now, can you hear us up there tonight?
I can hear you perfectly well, but there are some areas that I do have a problem hearing you, and I was going to write a letter to see if we can put a little more voltage to that.
Wattage, not voltage, please.
That goes to show you.
Yeah, right.
So on my way home from shopping, I heard you as I was pulling into my driveway. You said something to the fact of white panties.
Mm-hmm.
And
white cotton panties.
White cotton panties.
Right.
And
the sexiest things a female can wear.
My wife wears them, and Stan, let me tell you, she is a knockout.
Well, send me a picture.
Send you a picture?
Well, why not?
Well, you send me a picture of your wife.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, you ask, for mine, and I can't ask for yours? We'll swap pictures.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. I would never do it.
Now, here's a guy writing in Glamour magazine. He says, the sexiest panties my wife owns are her 99-cent cotton briefs, the ones where the fabric is starting to pull out from the elastic and the little flowers have nearly faded away.
Yeah.
I envy them every minute they spin wrapped around her hips.
Oh, Stan, slow down. I'm going crazy here. Hey, listen, I want to tell you something, Stan. You're an excellent broadcaster, or whatever you are.
Whatever they call us, yeah.
Right,
and they call us everything under the book. I got news for you.
I know they do, but this Alex Bennett character, okay?
Let's don't get started, okay?
No, I'm not going to. I met him. I shook his hand. He's a good man, but he needs to be replaced. He needs to be put in your time slot, and you need to be put in his time slot.
No, I think I've come up with a great idea. I think we ought to move him over to do something on GTR.
Yeah, I think he'd fit perfect over there.
They're really desperate, you know. They are really desperate.
Anyway, Stan, talk more about these, you know.
I want to get some ladies to call in who actually go out and buy white cotton panties instead of all of this, this red and black.
Oh, do you want to talk to my wife then?
No, not particularly.
She yelled at me.
No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, there's...
What's your wife's first name?
Her name is,
Oh, you don't want to mention it. I can understand that.
Because you said my name.
Oh, okay.
I'm so well known in this area.
Oh, okay. All right. Then that's all right. Make something up. I mean, we don't care.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
We'll call her Sharon.
That's okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
So, anyway, she is, in fact, strolling in front of me at this time, strutting her cotton panties.
Oh, God.
She's teasing me now.
Oh, she's not only teasing you, she's teasing about...
No, I'm serious.
Well, at least half a dozen guys we have listening, you know.
She just... Get up. Don't bend over. I don't believe she's doing this in front... I mean, I am getting so embarrassed. She is exposing cheeks.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
But she... Besides the cotton, she's got a pair of silk ones that are really loose on her.
Yeah.
And what I do is...
I like the loose silk shorts.
That's exactly... These are like teddies.
Yeah.
And when I sit on the couch, she stands over my head and lets me look up underneath it.
Oh, come on. You're getting filthy now.
Okay, I'll slow down.
That's too much, okay?
Okay, I'll stop.
I mean, I'm no Alex Bennett, okay?
Okay, we'll slow down.
All right. Good to talk to you.
Hey, not yet.
Goodbye. I'm tired of talking to him. I didn't know where he was going with all that. Besides, he's so turned on by his wife that I'm sure the radio's going off as we speak, among other things. Let's take a break. And we'll be right back on the major program on News Talk. Clean up your act, people. Jeez. Can we get any women who really love white cotton panties? They hate them, you know. The women hate them. Alpo, you can go out and sell extra because I was talking about their great coffee, okay? All right, here comes the 7-second delay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it? Is Cheryl out there? Wonder what kind of panties Cheryl wears. Only Mitch would know, huh?
D likes cotton panties.
Oh, Dee does? Dee, the copying machine sales lady? No. It's the only lady I know spends more time with the copying machine than she does selling. But hey, well, listen, what can I know a break, all right? Jeez. All right. Eric wants to take a break. He's demanding that we take a break. So we'll be right back on the major program on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Listen to 610 WIOD all day long for great personalities like Mike Ranieri, Neil Rogers, and Alex Bennett. And every evening, of course, it's Stan Major. Now, back to Stan on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Oh, me! Excuse me. All right. Is Chapin still in the building? would you? I've never asked him to card anything up, but I would dearly love to have like a minute and a half, 2-minute thing here at the top of this cassette carded up, if he could do that. Okay. I know he's on his way out, right? He's leaving. He's been trying to leave now for I don't know how long. Can you dial up his extension and see if he'll do that for me? He'll probably barf. But I would really like to have that tonight because it's. I was listening to this in the car. It just knocked me out. All the lines are tied up except Palm Beach. Palm Beach! Can you hear us? 655 WIOD, the nighttime edition of the Major Show. And Chronic of Chronics.
Hiya, babe.
What do you say, Lester?
Hey, I say, hey, by the way, Crater Lake is my home state of Oregon.
Oh, it's in Oregon. Well, excuse me, everybody in Utah.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean everybody in Oregon.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I'm glad to know that you and Scott Chafin are still buddies.
Why? Why wouldn't we be buddies?
Well, did you happen to hear on the Alex Bennett show the deal he did? Nick put all the blame on Scott about the deal he ran about no more afternoon sleeping.
Oh.
Well, you didn't get too burned up about that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the January trend is, and then we'll see what the February trend is. Okay.
I got a great Dick Farrell story, by the way. You want to hear it?
No, not particularly. You must have something better to talk about.
No, actually, this is quite funny.
Oh, is it?
Well,
something funny about Farrell?
I got a kick out of it. Okay, well, I called up one time. I was going to tell. I was trying to tell him something like why he was a talk show host because I'd figured out why, and it had to do with him being like when he was a cop. I don't know. I asked him. I made the statement. I bet when you were a cop, you were a real asshole. And then, but you see, the guy, the board op apparently has a dump button on this thing. Well, the board op dumped that right away. But Dick was hanging on. He was going to dump me after he called my mother an effing whore. But the board op got to it before that, so that went on the air.
Incredible.
I know.
I did that to a guy one time that was really bugging the hell out of me. And I really let him have it. And then I calmly reached over and pressed the dump button, which erased everything. And the only people that heard it, obviously, were the people who were on hold on the telephone.
Yeah.
And it blew the whole show for about an hour because the people couldn't understand how I could say that. Okay? And a couple of them didn't like me anyway, so...
well, yeah.
But the guy never bugged me again.
Yeah, big deal to them, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, what's happening at the University of Miami, Lester?
Well,
give us a report.
Our basketball team's getting their butts kicked.
Oh,
but we love them anyhow.
Well, listen, baseball starts tomorrow.
Yeah, baseball. I'll be there too. Are you going to be there?
Are you kidding?
You have to work.
Wait a minute. No, I don't have to work. I have to come in at the end of the game, I guess.
Oh,
I'm not going to sit here through 9 innings of college baseball. Are you kidding?
Well,
it's a torture worse than a fate of death.
Oh, come on. I'm going to go down to the ballpark. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I learned that the sensations don't all show up for games. So unless I know that Julia #1 is going to be there, I ain't going to show up.
Okay, but you do go to the basketball games then to see them, right?
I went to one basketball game. I went to the game against the college from Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn College.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst team on our schedule.
We were the only fans there. The whole family was the only fans in the whole place.
Yeah.
And Julia #1 was not there, and I had to look at Joe Zagaki's hair for about 2 hours. And that's sheer torture.
Oh, boy, I'll bet that was worse than the game. Well, it depends on how you look at it.
But I do like that tall blonde cheerleader that looks like April from Dallas.
Oh, my God.
What is her name?
I have no idea what her name is.
Boy, she be nice, I want to tell you. That is a nice-looking lady.
Yeah, you got that right. Now,
you know the one I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah?
The tallest blonde.
The tall one, she looks like she's about 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, kind of skinny, but she's really, really cute.
She is.
Yeah. Okay, well...
Did you ever watch Dallas, Lester?
I know I don't watch Dallas. I've passed it on the channels once or twice, but I don't...
Okay, well, she resembles Patrick Ewing's new girlfriend, Patrick Duffy, Bobby Ewing's new girlfriend. Okay, Lester, I got to move on since you're such a chronic anyway.
One thing before you leave.
Yes.
Could you end the show with Wind Beneath My Wings?
No, that's one that Mitch Lewis erased.
I see.
Okay. I have to get that CD, all right? I have to buy that CD.
See you later, babe.
I have to work out a deal with Specs or somebody because I can't afford the retail on these CDs, you know?
Speaking of chronic.
Yeah, right. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. That takes care of a chronic. Steve.
Stan, how you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I got to make a comment regarding you being back on nighttime. Number one, I'm very happy about it. I was eating dinner with my wife this evening, and she goes, Stan's back on. I said, that's great. Once you went off daytime, I listen to Neil every day at work, and I just continue on until 2 to 6. So from 10 to 6, I have my radio on at work. And I have to be very candid with you, and I'm not here to blast Alex, but I really don't care for him. It's just my opinion. I enjoy listening to you. I'm glad you're back on.
Well, your wife has good taste. Now, how did she find out I was on?
I don't know. She listens to Neil.
Oh, I see.
Car,
okay.
And I call up, and she's in outside sales, and I'll call her up, and I say, at the end, I'll tell her to call me, so she'll call me. And I enjoy listening to Neil, of course.
Well, what is your wife's first name?
Susan.
Susan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite names. No, I'm not BSing you, man.
Yeah.
I love names like names from the 60s, okay?
Yeah.
I love names like Susan, Marilyn, Debbie, Jacqueline, those kind of names. I think those are great. Laura or Laurie's not bad. I love that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
I wasn't really much of a nighttime listener. I listened to Dick Farrell once or twice. I thought I was going to barf.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, what can I tell you?
Yeah, but I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
And
well, give Susan a big kiss on her white cotton panties for me.
She wears black ones.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Got him, didn't I? Now, is Chapin there? Did he answer the phone? And he's going to do it? He's really going to do it? Isn't that incredible? Put a guy on the air and make him famous. I guess that means I have to mention that he's the brains and the brawn behind this CD that GTR put out. And it's his bag, it's his music, and Herman and McBean got full credit for it, which they shouldn't have. But they're nice guys, okay? I mean, it's a tie-in with the morning show, and they're promoting it. And he didn't say a thing about my T-shirt, did he? Did you notice that, Eric? Chapin didn't say a thing about my T-shirt. Evan did? Well, of course she did, because I offered to change with her, see? I was going to let her wear my T-shirt while she did her rock show tonight on GTR. Now, her husband listens to this show. Can you believe that? Her husband is listening to me instead of her. How do you like that? Does that tell you anything? Now, he's probably all shook up because of my offer to wear her dress if she was going to wear this T-shirt. She's a very attractive young lady, by the way. Carl.
Yes.
What's up?
Well, nice to hear you back on the air.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say, what are we paying tax dollars for? You were talking about the Jacaranda incident, cutting down the trees.
Mm-hmm. We're paying tax dollars to cut down the trees.
Did you hear the president's message the other night?
Of course I didn't.
Well, they are spending, I don't know how much money to plant 100 million trees. This is coming from the budget.
Mm-hmm.
I'm short-winded. That's all the material I have.
Okay, good to talk to you. And that's as topical as I'm going to get tonight, friends, okay? Of course they're taking money out of the budget to plant trees because the state of Florida is cutting down all the trees, right? And all the developers out in Broward County. But you don't care. You don't care if you don't have any oxygen to breathe. You don't care if the poor little foxes that live along Nob Hill Road are now in oblivion and don't have any place to go. Nobody cares about that. You know, there are foxes live along Nob Hill Road, south of Broward Boulevard. Now, where are they going to go? Because they chopped down all the trees there. It's a real shame. What, a break? Okay. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. The only line available is in Dade. That's 7519463. I'm fibbing. There is a line available in Palm Beach, if you can hear us, 655 WIOD. We'll be back on the major program on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
It's the Larry King Show tonight at 11. Now, back to the Stan Major Show on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Bob?
Yeah.
Hi.
I pledge allegiance.
Yeah.
To the United States.
Okay.
Oh, I hated that.
No, that's all right. Listen. It's the thought that counts, Bob.
Stan, it's good to have you back.
Thanks, Bob.
I got a couple things to touch on with you.
Oh, boy.
Cotton panties?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my girlfriend says they're the next best thing to heaven.
Yes, they are. And they're cheap, too.
They are cheap, and they're the best. And they look good. And I like them around her ankle.
Oh, come on now, Bob.
And sometimes I wear them on my head when they got
Come on. Goodbye, Bob. Jeez. Out of control. Out of control. How come we can't get any females to call in about this cotton panty routine, huh? You know, it's absolutely amazing. You go into a place like Victoria's Secret, and they don't have any white cotton panties for sale. They have all these delectable silk things, you know. You know where you buy white cotton panties? Just go to Kmart, man. You know, Target. You don't have to get fancy. I buy them all the time. Just a joke. Craig. Miami.
Stan.
How are you?
All right. I could change my voice if you want.
No, that's all right, Craig.
Good. Stan, we go back a long, long ways. From the days in Philadelphia, WWDB.
Right.
It's so good to hear you back on at night because...
Dominic Quinn, Irv Homer, Susan Bray, and then Mary Mason was over on the AM doing her thing.
What was their AM station? I didn't even know they had one.
Oh, Jesus. That's the one that got their license into trouble. What the hell was that? I don't know. They were running religious lotteries on Sunday morning. Some stupid thing.
It must have been down the end of the dial. I don't even know they had.
No, there were ministers that come on the air, you know, with the show saying, "All right, let's all turn now to page 4, 2, 3." You know.
You guys were on Conshohocken Avenue, and I was on Lankenau Road, right behind.
Really?
From my bedroom window, I could see into the studio.
Hey, they moved.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah, that's gone. That whole building and everything's gone.
Really? Mm-hmm. Where are they at now?
What's the name of that? There's a real funny named suburb right there.
A lot of Indian names up there.
Yeah.
Not Ballackinwood.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, they're in Ballackinwood.
Oh, because I used to work for Wi-Fi up there at WIFI.
Yeah, they may be in that same building.
It was like a complex, and there were a couple other radio stations back there.
Well, that's what they did. They moved into one of those complexes.
Yeah, I remember. Boy, that goes back. You know what you forgot to mention? You were talking. You went to that game, the Brooklyn College game?
Yeah.
And I think we were the other two that were there.
Yeah, right.
How about that one cheerleader that looks like she's like a Hawaiian girl?
Well, she's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. I noticed her at the football game. She's very pretty.
She's really...
And a lot of guys are really into her. They really like her.
I'm sure, so to speak.
Oh, they'd like to be.
Yeah, I heard you talking about the Northeast the other day. You forgot to mention Ventnor.
Oh. Well, you know...
remember Ventnor and Mark?
Yeah, I got through Ventnor about as quick as I could.
Well, that was where the big elephant always was.
Yeah.
I think that was...
right.
I think that was Margate. Well...
Down the shore.
Yeah,
Let's
Bagel
go
Beach.
Down the shore.
We used to call it Bagel Beach.
Uh-huh.
If you were anybody that was ever anything, you lived down there in the summertime.
Well, that's what Tom Waits' record is all about, you know.
Really?
Oh, yeah, going down the Jersey Shore.
Well,
and the only place to go down the Jersey Shore from is Philly, obviously.
Right. Well, everybody used to live in like a basement of somebody else's house.
Yeah.
Because that was about the only thing that you could afford at the time.
Yeah, it does get little parcels over there in Ocean City and places like that do get a little expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wonder if Ocean City still has the blue laws, you know, the old-fashioned blue laws where you walk in the drugstore and they've got the areas roped off where you cannot shop.
I have no idea. I know some of those little suburbs up in Philadelphia, like around Lansdowne in that area, still have some of the weirdest Sunday laws in effect and things like that. As far as, the state stores and...
But I miss it. That's a great area. Up there on the main line and out in the suburbs.
That's where I was
We used to live. I lived in Norristown.
Yeah, so you were out a little bit. You had a nice drive to work every day.
The first place I lived was Paoli.
Right.
That's a very nice suburb.
I met a friend of yours the other day. I don't know if you'd want to talk about him or not. Mr. Milliman?
No, not particularly.
Okay, that's fine. Well, Stan, like I said, it's great to hear you back. And I was driving home from work the other day, and I couldn't believe it. Every headlight was on.
Yeah,
Your
right.
show was on. Every headlight was on.
Incredible, huh?
It was great, Stan.
Good to talk to you, Greg.
Thanks, Stan.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bill.
Hello, Stan.
How are you?
All right. Just want to say that you're the greatest, man.
I can hardly hear you, Bill.
I just want to say that you're the greatest.
That's much better. I don't know what you did, but it works.
First-time caller, and I've listened to you off and on, and you definitely beat out Dickie Farkle.
What can I tell you? I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I'll accept it.
Yes, it's a compliment. Take it that way. All right, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Albert, what's with all this Miami calls? You just putting everybody in Miami up front, Eric?
Because we're number one.
We're number one. We're number one.
How you doing, Stan?
Okay, but not in basketball.
Well, we compromise.
Yeah, well, I don't see Djokovic scheduling UNLV against him.
We won't talk about that.
Or Illinois.
Listen, Stan, I just want to say welcome back, buddy. It's good to hear you. For damn sure I'm not going to listen to AM at night, but if you're on, I'll definitely tune you in every once in a while.
Fantastic.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you listen to the Bill Calder show?
Bill Calder?
Yeah.
No, I don't get up.
Oh, that's a good reason.
Let
me ask you another thing. This guy Lester...
But I like Bill. Bill's okay. He's a nice guy, and he's a good talent.
But you have listened to him occasionally?
Yeah, occasionally when I've been up, okay, I'll tune him in.
Yeah.
And I listen to Ranieri.
Oh, of course. He's WIOD number one.
Absolutely.
Another little something. This guy Lester Jr., who is this guy?
I don't know. He's some chronic that claims he is a student of the U of M.
I mean, from Bill Calder's show to Neil Rogers.
Yeah, I know. He's really something.
This guy has no life.
I know. He can't possibly be a student because he never goes to class.
I mean, this guy must have the most sorriest life in the world. Does he have a TV?
I don't know.
He should get cable or something. Yeah.
What can I tell you?
Are you going to go to Bill Calder's birthday party?
I don't know anything about it.
It's February 6th at the Brick Oven Pizzeria.
Oh, really?
Supposedly Neil Rogers and so forth are going. A lot of celebrities are going.
Well, I haven't been invited, so I guess I'm on the outs.
Well, it's Brick Oven and Bill Calder inviting everyone. It's an open house.
Well, if I get a personal invitation, I might consider it.
Well, how about if you get a personal invitation from Albert Molina?
Or Luca Brazzi?
Oh, someone important like... No, I really would like to meet you, guy.
Well, I'll give it due consideration, okay?
All right. What about this guy that was at...
What is this, 20 questions?
Hey. It's been a long time since I've talked to you, okay? Give me a break.
Okay. I just broke him. Do you have another break? Let's take it. We'll be right back on the major program on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Follow the Yankees all season long on South Florida's sports station. Now, the Stan Major Show continues on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
I stole your pen, by the way, Eric. Sorry. Kathy? Oh, she just went and hung up. Well, the hell with her. Bob's girlfriend. Who's Bob?
Bob from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, him.
The knucklehead that called just a few minutes ago.
Filthy-minded, filthy-mouthed.
No,
how can you hang around with him, boy?
He's just a nut. Somebody's got to love him.
Well, okay, if you say
so.
But
I do like the white cotton panties.
I'll bet you do. You sound like the type.
Well, I even gave them to my sister when she had a baby. In the hospital, I put her white cotton panties.
Well, they're comfortable. I wear them all the time.
In the world.
I wear them all the time. They're very comfortable.
I can't believe somebody else feels that way about it.
Oh, I love them.
Especially a man, huh?
Well, I hang around the discount stores just to see the young ladies buying them.
Oh, do you? I didn't know you could get them in discount stores.
Oh,
I guess
sure.
I don't shop wisely.
Well, you know, Kmart, you never know what you can get in Kmart.
I guess Kmart would have them, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
They probably don't wash well, though.
Oh, come on. Don't say that now.
Well, come on. You get what you pay for.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm glad you're here.
Have you got a pair on now?
Wouldn't you love to know?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, give
Do I
Bob a
remember
big
you
kiss.
From New York.
Pardon me?
When I was a young girl in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember you from there.
No, not New York.
I was very young, Tom.
Nope, I never worked in New York, dear.
No.
Nope, New York is one place I missed. Okay, give Bob a big kiss on his white cotton panties.
He wanted to say hi to you.
Bye. Bye. We'll be back. You know, whatever.
Well, let's wait for the first Urine Lady show and find out.
Yeah, right. I don't think that'll be on the air in New York.
Well, listen, pal, as long as you're going to be here, I'm going to be listening, and damn it, I hope it's permanent.
Yeah, all right, please.
Take care, Stan.
A break? Do we have a break? No more car phones? Bruce is gone? Oh, let's go to Key Largo, okay? I want to take the Key Largo call. Ray?
Hey, Stan.
How you doing?
Stan, welcome back.
How are you, Ray?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Now, how's the signal in Key Largo?
Perfect.
Really?
I mean, picture clear, man. I mean,
well, that means they must hear us in Fidel Land. Huh?
I'd go as far as possibly Key West.
Key Weird?
Yeah, we nickname it Key Weird down
I don't
here.
blame you.
Yeah, the Rocks or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Stan, welcome back. So good to hear you, man. I thought you were gone forever.
Well, wait till next week.
Oh no, is it that unsure?
What can I tell you?
Oh well, we're gonna hope for the best.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, if I could get everybody to tuck a little something in the envelope, maybe I could sustain. You know.
Oh boy, is this one of those? Who was the guy that did that over the air a long time ago? Send those little green things.
Jim Baker. And now you know where he is.
Yeah, look what happened to him, right? Yeah. No, just one mention. The address tonight with the president. You know? I wondered. Did you hear it? Did you get a chance?
I got in on the first few minutes because I was eating some pizza here.
Geez, I wondered if everybody got the same feeling I did. You know, it sounded really good. I mean, you know, it gave you an inspirational feeling, but then you had that old thing knocking on the back of your head saying, well, geez, that sounds great in theory, but, God, is it really going to happen kind of thing, you know?
It always sounds great.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. You know, you get that good old, go America, man, you know?
You remember the bill of goods they sold us on pumping our own gas?
Yeah, right.
And remember the bill of goods they sold us on tax reform, how much money that was going to save you?
Yeah, right. And we all felt really good about that, too, right?
That's it.
I don't know. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. It sounded so good, but man, you know, it's a pipe dream. Sometimes I wonder if they're really gonna back up what they say, you know.
Well, I get a kick out of the newspapers today. Gorbachev gets a little antsy, and the whole Dow Jones takes a tumble.
Yeah, how about that, huh? And now it turns out that, hey, wait a minute, I didn't mean it, you know.
Yeah. And did you hear that idiot reporter on Mutual who didn't even know that Bush was being asked the question about Gorbachev resigning? He had no inkling.
Yeah.
These guys in Washington, man, are the stupidest people I've ever run into.
Yeah, here we are in an age of communication worldwide, right? And this one obscure politician doesn't get the word. It's amazing.
Well, having worked for the network at one time, I can tell you there's some pretty dumb people that work for networks.
Yeah, I believe it.
But they're working and I'm not, so what can I tell you?
Hey, Stan, you're working. Say, what Neil said today, you're working, but you're not making any money. I don't believe that.
That's it. That's the whole ball of wax.
Oh,
man.
come on.
I gotta go out on the street and sell something.
Oh, come on. Well, I hope they give you a lot of money, because you're worth it.
Yeah, right. It's easy for you and me to say, right?
Hey, look, you got me up late. I usually don't stay up late, but for you, I stay up late, okay?
No, go to bed. It's okay.
All right, I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Stan,
We're not going to talk about anything stimulating.
Oh, good to have you back.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Of course, if we could get a couple of hot-blooded female callers in here, we could stimulate a few guys, but, man, that doesn't happen in South Florida. You know, if I was going to do this thing, like, for a couple of years, or maybe even more, They were going to pay me a decent salary, and I was going to do this thing and make it into a real dynamite night show. We would really find out about the South Florida females. We would do research every single night on this show and try to do something about attitude problems in South Florida, you know. Well, women and men, okay? Let's take a break now, Eric. We'll be back. All the phone lines are tied up. Are they? No, one line in Broward. There's no way that the long-distance people can get through as long as you local people keep calling. But, hey, I'm not going to bitch about it. The Broward number is 524-WIOD, the major program. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Hi, this is Charlie Barnett, the Nook Man from Miami Vice. Right now I'm on the Stan Major Show. Right, I'm on the Stan Major Show as Noogie, New Garden, Neverly Lamont, the Nook Man. But you ladies can call me Noogie as if you want a boogie. And I'm a homeboy hanging Opalaka. Here's my main man, Stan Major from the Stan Major Show. You go get him, Stan.
All right, we never get any long-distance collect calls. It's amazing. But we have 2 lines available in Broward now. If you are listening to us out of the area and you'd like to call us collect from someplace and really impress us, you get your operator on the line and dial 305-524-9463 collect, okay? 305-524-9463. 2 lines available in Broward. The Boca line is available. That's 278-9463. We just had somebody hang up in Dade. That's 751-9463. Hallandale.
Stan.
Yeah.
How you doing? It's Leland.
How are you, Leland?
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you. Good to hear you. Whatever.
Yep.
Well, just thought I'd call and talk about a few things. You're talking about white undies.
White cotton panties.
Uh-huh. You're asking what questions. Do you like them? Do you dislike them?
Oh, I love them.
Oh, you do, but is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear them all the time.
I doubt it.
Size 36.
Yeah. Well, I'm 34 myself.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ones with the little lace around them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mention earlier today that your carts got erased?
Yeah, Mitch Lewis, our big honcho production guy here on the AM side, Scott Chapin's assistant, came in 10 minutes after I left that infamous Saturday, and he was standing outside waiting. He needed the carts so bad.
He couldn't afford to buy some on his own.
That's true. What can I tell you?
Mm-hmm. So he had to destroy all your material.
That's it.
Well, one of these days you'll probably have his job, so it won't matter. Anyway.
I wouldn't want his job.
What exactly is his function?
He's got up with people like Tom Denenberg all the time.
Well, he's the world's biggest.
That's it. You got it. Hey, no, I hold no animosity about the fact that he did take about 500 carts out of here and erase them, you know. But that's the way it goes.
Well, a little animosity never hurt anybody.
There you go.
You know, especially if you crack him in the kneecaps when he's not looking.
Nah, he's all right. He's okay.
Hey, I hope you didn't get rid of any of your music. We loved that music. Just
yeah,
like
he took care of a lot of the music, too.
Oh, come on. I hope you didn't take care of Little River Band.
No, I've got that.
Good. Because you did play plenty of music that you never hear on the FM market down here.
Surprisingly, that's true. But then again, it's not a surprise because when you got 3 stations that are doing exactly the same thing and 2 or 3 other stations that are doing exactly the same thing,
right?
What the hell do you expect?
Right. Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you guys get the Sun Sentinel there?
Mm-hmm.
Turn to the Metro section. Look on the front page. On the right-hand side, halfway down, it says, Official Bears Plan to Visit Nude Bar Before Vote on Ban. It's about Hallandale City Commissioners and Commissioner Sonny Rosenberg. They're going to go do a research trip to find out if nude bars are as bad as they say before they close them down. They're going to pick several nude bars, visit them, and they're calling it research. Now, these guys are 70, 74, 79. You see the article?
No, I don't have it here, but I believe every word you say.
Yes, it's.
I mean, they've got to get their kicks in Hallandale doing something.
Hey,
before they shut it down,
That's
right?
right, exactly. They're rolling in the sidewalks even as we speak.
What can I tell you?
It says here, how are we supposed to vote on something until we do our homework first?
That's right.
Rosenberg asked.
Yeah.
This is a fact-finding mission for a commission that's always been on the move.
That's like all those cops that have to check out those videos before they bust a place.
Yeah, right on. There you go. Well, I thought you might be interested in that. I know Neil will be interested in that.
Yeah.
Since he loves Hallandale and Rosenberg so much.
That's true.
Well, listen, Stan, glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Great show. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
We get any long-distance calls yet, Eric? Nope. It's just incredible, you know. People call us and they say, oh, we heard you up in Sarasota. And then we invite them to call and, like, nothing. The Broward lines are all available. I guess the white cotton panty discussion has pretty well had it. We had 1 or 2 females respond to that. Otherwise, I guess they're all watching the David Letterman special, which makes me want to barf. Maybe Letterman is maybe we'll get the throwing the watermelon off the tall building again, which has got to be the highlight of Letterman's comedic abilities. Pardon me. I always want to barf when I think of David Letterman. Mm-hmm. Bo.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Is your name really Bo?
That's what it is.
B-O?
Right?
Like Bo Jackson?
Yeah, sort of.
Bo Diddley?
Yeah.
And Bo Derek, which is
That's
even
right.
that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
I could see her in white cotton panties.
I'm
As
sorry?
a matter of fact, I did, if you recall Dr. No with Sean Connery as James Bond, Ursula Andress in that, white cotton panties. Bo Derek had white cotton panties on in one movie. I can't remember which one it was.
Yep.
The stupid Tarzan thing or something?
Well, that's Bo Derek's problem, because I'm against white cotton panties.
You are?
I'm against white cotton panties. Where's
Why?
the imagination? I don't like them at all,
Why?
because they're just boring. I mean, everybody can have white cotton panties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're boring. Away with them, and long live Victoria's Secret.
You must work for him, Bo.
All right, good night, Stan.
Caught you. Thank you, Bo.
Bye.
Bye. No, Vic, listen, I don't want you to get, the impression that I don't like Victoria's Secret. I love Victoria's Secret. I think Victoria's Secret is an excellent store. And they have a new one over in the Fashion Mall in Plantation, where Macy's is and Lord & Taylor. Big store. And they have some nice stuff. Victoria's Secret's very nice. And if you've ever seen the Victoria's Secret's catalog, it's better than Playboy magazine. It really is. But Bo's wrong about the white cotton panties. She's absolutely wrong. They are the sexiest thing going around. Absolutely. A line in Broward available, 524-WIOD. Let's take a break. Since it's 20 minutes after the hour, and we're supposed to, and we'll be right back with your calls on the major program on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
There's lots of fun in your radio this weekend, including Weekend Magazine, Alex Bennett, Joey Reynolds, Meg Green, Chris Rollins, and Stan Major, too. Now, back to Stan on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Joan Collins speaks of romance.
I've loved hundreds of men over the years. Okay, just this morning. That's why I've created a perfume to beguile, to entrance, but mainly to cover up, if you know what I mean.
Joan Collins Sloppy Seconds. The perfume to have when you're having more than one.
Like my perfume?
Yeah.
You know you're soaking in it.
Huh? Joan Collins Sloppy Seconds. In bottle, atomizer, or fire extinguisher size.
Oh, God. Mary.
Hello, Stan.
How are you?
I'm all right. Listen, dear, I want to talk to you about WABC in New York.
Yes.
Have you ever listened to Lynn Samuels?
She got fired.
You know something, darling?
What?
She deserved it.
Why?
Why? Because she caused so much hatred amongst a lot of people in New York City. Because I live in Jersey, but I'm here for vacation for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen to the station every day. She would insult her own kind all the time and cut them off and call them bigots.
Good.
And she was really one person that a lot of people are glad to see her get off. And Barry Farber, he is one hell of a nice guy. Very nice. And so is my Bob Graham. He's my number one man. And as far as liberals, there is a liberal on that station, Stan.
Who?
What's his name? Freddie Mertz?
Who?
Freddie Mertz.
Freddie Mertz?
Yes, M-E-R-T-Z. He's on from 3 to 6 in the morning.
No. Dave Dawson is on from 3 to 6.
Well, from 3 to 6?
Yeah, Freddie's long gone. Freddie may be on the network, but he's not on local.
Oh, because when I left there 2 months ago, he was there yet.
No, they brought Dave Dawson back because they're not sure about Kane.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yes.
That's a good rumor we can start.
Yeah, that's true.
No, Dave Dawson is definitely there to work through his contract, which is April.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yes, nice talking.
So he's doing the Steve Kane warm-up show now,
Uh-huh.
which must make Steve very secure.
I'm sure.
Okay.
You think they'll keep him there, Stan?
Who?
Steve?
Kane?
Yeah.
Hey, Cap Cities is pretty dumb, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, nice
Bye.
talking to you. Bye now.
Coral Springs.
Stan?
Wendy.
Hi, how are you?
I love that name.
Oh, thank you so much.
Used to be in love with.
Back on the air.
I used to be in love with a girl named Wendy.
Oh, did you?
Yep. But I've been in love with a girl with every name there is. So.
I heard. I heard
Okay.
something before.
That's the way I am.
Aw.
So how you doing, Wendy?
Good, how are you?
Okay. How old are you, Wendy?
20.
Oh, so you're legal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad you're back. I really missed you.
Can you talk to me about white cotton panties without getting into trouble?
Yeah, I can.
Really?
I don't wear white cotton panties.
You
I wear
do?
silk.
You do? You what?
I wear silk.
Silk?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? I don't know. My boyfriend likes them.
Really?
Yeah.
You
He doesn't like those cotton kind.
you just buy clothes because your boyfriend likes them?
Oh, he says they're sexier.
Don't you ever buy clothes that you like?
Yeah, on the outside.
Oh, okay.
My
Okay, Wendy.
father called your show the other day.
Pardon?
Actually, like 2 weeks ago. When you were
Yeah.
talking about the breweries and beer and everything.
The what?
Breweries?
Oh, the breweries and beer?
Yeah. He
That
was
was
like one
your-
of your last callers, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're in a brewery.
No, I'm in a garage.
Yeah, I knew you weren't, I knew you weren't in the bedroom. It didn't sound like it. You can always tell those bedroom calls.
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, Wendy.
Good to have you back.
Thank you. What are you doing, Wendy? Wendy, you cleaning your carburetor or something?
No, but I'm in a gas station garage.
A gas station garage.
Yeah.
Is somebody else cleaning your carburetor?
No, I wish.
Oh. Okay, Wendy.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How would you like to clean her carburetor, guys? There's Wendy in a garage in Coral Springs just waiting for you to clean her carburetor. Now, her boyfriend's going to get all ticked off, right? It's just a joke. Dave.
Hey, Stan, how's it going?
Okay.
Finally, golly, it's been about 40 minutes.
Oh, come on, Dave.
All right, listen,
Look what you missed. You missed half of the Letterman show. What are you complaining about?
yeah, like it's a lot to miss.
Oh, God. Did he throw the watermelon from the tall building yet?
When you were playing,
Hey, you know what would be the greatest piece of a bit, of the greatest bit that David Letterman could do? If he would jump from atop the Empire State Building. That would be a service to mankind.
right? Anyways, when you were playing Mississippi Queen,
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you that my brother listens to, 97 and 94,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he heard it like 4 times that week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they all listen to me, and then they play the stuff later.
Yep.
Except for Brian Ferry. They'll never play Brian Ferry.
No, I don't think so.
No, they won't go that far.
And did you hear Neil's show the other day?
Which one?
The remote.
Oh, it was great.
Was that guy
with his new sidekick, Gilbert?
Oh, Gilbert is great.
Mm-hmm.
He was perfect.
And then Marvin wouldn't put him on the air this morning. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, my gosh. The best was when he read that, the thing for specs.
Really? I missed that.
Oh, it's like a 2-minute reading, and it took him like 10 minutes. It was great.
Okay.
Anyways, did they take the, what's it called? Casey Kasem cart?
Casey Kasem. Yep.
They took it?
That's gone.
Oh, my gosh.
What can I tell you?
How about the golf game?
the golf game. Oh, Neil took that out a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That was some good ones.
Yeah. He said it was too long.
All righty.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, right.
All right, Dave. Well,
Thanks,
back to David Letterman.
Yeah, right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be a service to everybody if David Letterman jumped off the building instead of throwing a watermelon off the building? I think that'd be great. I'm all for that. Let's take a poll. How many people want David Letterman to jump off a tall building, never to be seen again? Everybody who wants that, put your headlights on. Incredible. Incredible. They all want David Letterman to jump off a tall building. Palm Beach. Or West Palm, excuse me.
Yes,
I
yes.
wouldn't insult you, sir. I'm sorry.
I'm in Port St. Lucie, really.
Oh, really?
I've been on hold for quite a while, but that's all right, Stan. How you doing tonight?
Great.
I'm glad you're back on the airwaves again.
Thank you.
I'd like to say something. I don't want to bring down your audience tonight, but, I got one thing I'd like to get off my chest that people have been putting you down lately, and I don't want to hear that. And what about the education in Florida? I don't want to get really serious on you tonight.
Sure you do.
Waiting for
you
a
want
while.
to change the whole bit. Just because you waited to get on the air, you want to change the whole
I mean,
aura.
I don't want to go from white panties, to education. In
Well,
Florida.
it ties right in because when you think of what those college girls are wearing under those skirts.
I come from upstate New York,
Yeah.
and Neil might relate to this a little bit. I don't want to say his name on the airwaves right now, but I went to Rochester and Buffalo, New York, and I got my 4-year degree up there. And I come down here, and they take it for granted that, kids fail a grade, 2 grades, and I'd take it for granted, you didn't make it that year, make it next year.
Yeah.
And, and it doesn't seem right to me, though.
It's not right.
And they got Rebecca Paul for the lottery saying we made $3 billion this year in revenues from the lottery, and it's not being spent on school, I don't think. They say it's going to the education, but there's a bunch of illiterates out there.
What can I tell you?
I mean, just listen to this Roger's show. I mean, you hear
Oh,
him
come
calling
on,
them all the
don't
time.
start that now.
All right.
Gee.
I won't say that, but I mean, it's true though. I mean, they got $3 billion a year coming in for education, and where's it going? Somebody's pockets being lined. I mean, the guy from Pompano Horse Track called in today. They're hurting his business, and he's giving away $25,000, $5,000 a night. And he's trying to compete with the lottery, and he can't do it.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty heavy for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
But,
I'm glad you got it off your chest, Mike.
All right, I listened to your show about Kennedy,
Yeah.
and that was great. That really was. It turned my head around.
Well, we're going to schedule another one.
Are you?
Yeah.
That was great that night. Though.
We're gonna feed Chuck Meyer just tons of coffee to keep him awake.
Are you?
Okay. All right. Good to talk to you, Mike.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you. Notice how many calls I've gotten about the tree cutting along 595 at Nob Hill? Zilch. Zilch. Nada. Miami Beach.
Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Mr. Letterman jumping off the roof there?
Yeah.
As long as Joey Reynolds goes with him.
You don't like Joey?
Well, you can go with him too and jump off
I'll
the
go
roof.
with him too. Okay, we'll all go together. Steve.
Stan.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
A living, breathing human being in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, more than that, it's Steve that used to bring you all the Twinkie posters.
How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
What are you up to?
Right now, I was just playing with a little AC/DC TV set here, trying to get it worked that I inherited from my dad when he passed, and it looked like the TV passed with him.
Oh, boy.
But,
Are you trying to get David Letterman?
no, hey, if any, I got my headlights on. He should jump, but only in a perfect swan. So hit the face first, and we'll see them big buck teeth shoot out his ears.
And he ought to take Paul Schaefer with him.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think if he sends Paul down first, it'll give him a landing zone to aim for.
Oh, we're terrible.
Yeah, well,
We're ticking off all those Letterman pinheads out there.
Yeah.
Well, they're not listening to this show anyway.
Well, I haven't called you in a while, and I was really depressed when you went off the air, and I said, that's it, IOD's off my radio, and I punched it out, and I walked into work, and somebody said, did you hear last night's chain up? And I said, no, and they said, Warkel's gone, Stan's in. I said, so 610, back on my radio.
Fantastic.
And, yeah.
We are a man of extremely good taste.
Oh, of course. You know, how long have I known you, Stan?
What can I tell you?
And I mean, before when you...
And those Twinkies really taste good that you used to bring in.
Oh, hey, let me tell you, I was lining up an 18-and-a-half-year-old, blonde-haired, 5'5", 120-pound Twinkie for you.
No, that's too young. That's
aspiring model.
Yeah?
I was working on lining her up. I was having her listen to you to maybe arrange to have her come on, you know, because I know you were spotlighting some local talent before during the day.
Absolutely, yeah.
Before I could get things squared away, the powers to be over there got stupid and shifted things around.
What can I tell you?
Yeah, but now you're back on the air. Maybe one of these nights if I can, well, I don't want to say it too loud. She's listening. But if I can break free of the ball and chain, maybe I can stop down on you. Ball and chain, how's Lori?
Yeah, great. No, she's no ball and chain.
Yeah, I know. You know I met her. She's a real
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Trade you. No, only kidding. But what happened with your carts now?
What? Oh, the carts?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the stuff that I carted up is off the comedy thing that they have here, and it's all here. It's just on CD, and it's terribly difficult to find. It was convenient for me to cart it up. Okay.
Oh, but he didn't mess up any of yours.
I mean, if the guy really is desperate to hear the Casey Kasem thing, I can find it on a CD here, but it would take me like a year and a half to find it, you know?
They didn't mess up any of your Don interview tapes or anything?
No, nothing like that. All the personal stuff that I brought over here, I took out of here.
I was going to say, I know you pretty well, Stan. I was going to say, when you left, why the heck did you leave them behind?
Well, the only carts that I left were the stuff that I carted up here that I didn't really need.
I mean, come on, you know when you're leaving, bring in the wheelbarrow, put all your carts and material in there, and cart it out there before anybody can get their hands on it.
Well, I guess I'm just, I'm too honest a person. What can I tell you?
Well, hey, come on, in this business?
That's it.
Well, see, that's...
Honesty never pays.
That's it. So tell me, are they letting you have any company down there late night?
Company late night?
Yeah, well, I mean, this time of night while you're on the show.
No, they're scared of that.
Oh, I was going to say...
But if Jolene the Stewie shows up, it could turn into a pretty hot show.
Jolene the Stewie shows up, you damn better believe I'll be 5 minutes behind. After all, I got one good benefit on my side. My wife doesn't listen to me.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
all right.
She's stuck on that good old-fashioned South Florida question. Why?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But it's glad to have you back.
All right. Good to talk to you,
Steve. See you again soon and talk to you in person. Instead of over the phone, you're a great person to talk to, and I'm glad you're back here.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
You got another break here, Eric? Or you want to wait? Wait for a while? Okay, let's take another call. Let's go to Plantation.
Hey, Stanley, how are you?
What's up?
Well, I'm just laying here in my bedroom watching the David Letterman show, which I'm going to zap right now. And
have you looked out your back window at 595 lately?
I haven't gotten out there. I go out to see a lady in Weston occasionally, and just haven't seen what's going on out there.
Well, they chopped down all the trees between Nob Hill and 84, so now you see 585 and you can hear all the traffic.
What were they, Australian pine trees?
God only knows what they were, but they worked.
Oh, well.
You know, God put them there, and...
You live in the area, obviously.
Either DOT cut them down or some dumb developer cut them down, to put up 25,000 houses in a 2-acre area.
More people to... Jim Noggle in Fort Lauderdale, he's against this tax that we got to vote on up here. It was really interesting. He said, if we vote for the tax, it only means we're going to build more roads to accommodate more people. I don't want to get heavy, but I kind of agree with him. I'm usually for improvements and betterments and all that kind of stuff. And
well, the growth in Plantation is getting out of hand.
It's
the crap that they're allowing to be built in that city now is just is indescribable.
Well, it's kind of like you when you think of growth, you always want to grow up as a kid, but then when you get old, things start growing out of your ears, and you think.
Speak for yourself.
Well, that's the way I am. Hair quits growing on top of your head and starts growing out of your ears. You're getting old.
And your nose.
Yeah, true. But
and there's always that little line in your chin there that you have a real problem with.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem because I've got a beard. But plantation is really getting to be, I don't know, it's just really tedious. I was going to say ponderous, but
that's fine because that's an apt phrase. It's a beautiful, beautiful little city, but Jesus.
Driving from Clary Boulevard up to Commercial, where my office is, Commercial and University.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be such a pleasure in the morning. I thought, well, I don't have to go in the urban traffic, and now I'm right in combat zone.
Yeah.
And this morning I saw a guy make the light at Sunset Strip. He decided that he wasn't going to wait. And it was really interesting because he had like a 52 Hudson Hornet. This guy tromped on that thing and roared through the light. I said, man, I remember those cars. It was cherry condition too. I mean, just incredible. But if he's listening, I hope he knows that he risked the life of a bunch of old geezers that were trotting over there to get their early morning special. And
well, I found a way to defeat. Speaking of development and progress, I found a way to defeat having to take University or Pine Island North.
What's that?
Nob Hill. They've now got Nob Hill open, and you can take it all the way up to the Sunrise Musical Theater from Broward Boulevard, 4-lane divided.
Does it jump the canal at between Sunrise and Plantation now? Because that was my problem there.
It goes to Nob Hill's complete all the way from Broward Boulevard north to the Sunrise Musical Theater.
Because I do a lot of business in that area.
Well, just go on out to Nob Hill. Don't screw around with University or Pine Island.
But I tell you what, when you're going through Sunrise, you better not go more than the posted speed limit.
Oh, that's true. There's cops out there.
Those cops are out there. People are breaking into the houses in Sunrise and Lauderhill like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But the cops are out there giving traffic tickets.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah. So they can fund the
they get revenue that way. They don't get any revenue by busting burglars.
That's right. Stanley, it's so great to have you back on the air.
Thank you.
And it's always fun to talk to you. You're a real delight, and you make the evening go by real nice.
Well, let me know what you think of Nob Hill Road, because your tax money is at work.
Okay, buddy.
All righty?
Take it easy. Bye-bye now.
Okay, break now? All right. We'll do it, and we'll be back for the final 15 of the major program. By the way, tomorrow we've got baseball. That's right. According to my schedule, it's University of Miami Hurricane Baseball. I think they play Seton Hall tomorrow. The game starts at 7:20. So this show doesn't start until after the game, whenever that is. Sonny Hurst says, hey, it could be 2 hours, it could be 4 hours. If it's 4 hours, I ain't going to be here, right? If it's 2 hours, we'll have an hour with you tomorrow. Right here on the Stan Major Nighttime Edition on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Right now, set your bedside alarm clock radio to wake up to Mike Ranieri tomorrow morning. Now, back to Stan Major on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Joe!
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Great.
I haven't heard WIOD in a long time, and I turned on just now, and I heard you, and I just wanted to know, what happened.
What happened?
Yeah, because I was thinking of listening to Dick Farrell, and all of a sudden I hear you.
Dick Farrell's no longer here. I'm here.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, well, you're entitled to your opinion, okay? Mm-hmm. Tom.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine. Listen, let me ask you a question. Why are you so humble about Alex Bennett?
Humble?
Yeah. I mean, you say nothing against the guy. It's like, well, he's here, and that's fine, and, I'm just doing my thing. Why, you were great from 2 to 6, and they took that spot away from you. and they put you on the nights. If I were you, I'd be a little upset about that because a lot of people don't like this guy.
Well, what can I tell you, okay?
Well, you always say, what can I tell you? Don't be so humble.
Humble is not the correct word, okay?
What's the correct word?
The correct word is I'm being resourceful.
Resourceful?
Resourceful.
You'll never get ratings being resourceful.
I'll do just fine, okay?
Okay.
All right? I mean, it's me or Jerry Witchner or TalkNet. Okay?
Well, hey, let me tell you, I listened to you from 2 to 6. I'm listening to you now, and I love you, and you're great. And I called you on Thanksgiving, and I wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll call you again, and I'll call you again. You're a great man, Stan.
Good to hear from you.
Don't be resourceful.
Thank you.
Bye.
Resourceful isn't even a correct word. But who cares? I don't want to get into this personality thing. There are a lot of malcontents, and he's not a malcontent, but there are a lot of people out there that just like to stir up trouble. Like Lori heard some woman or some guy calling Bennett today saying something about you ought to tell Major to tell his wife to quit calling in and ripping you and all that crap. And, of course, my wife doesn't call. Never has called on the air, so I don't know what, But there are malcontents out there that are trying to stir up trouble, and I don't need any of that crap. Hey, listen, life's too short. Life is too short. And a lot of people wonder why I take all the crap that's handed out to me, and I'll tell you, when you have a beautiful family and a fantastic little baby boy who's 13 months old, just a marvelous, marvelous little baby, I don't care about all this other crap, all right? This stuff just flows off my shoulders. When I spend time with my baby boy, little Christopher, it all fades into the woodwork. And I could care less about anything else that's going on in the entire world, because that's what life is all about. It's taken me a long time to have a family. And now that I have one, nobody making asinine decisions about anything is going to affect my life, okay? I'm in charge of my life and nobody else. And if I'm not here tomorrow night, hey, man, it's not going to bug me, all right? I'm sorry it will disappoint some thousands of listeners. Like there are thousands of listeners who are disappointed that I'm not on an afternoon drive. I'm sorry about that. I got no control over that, okay? And I appreciate your interest. But, hey, I could care less at this stage of my life. You just get beyond all that crap. Miami.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine.
How do you pronounce your name?
Salim.
Salim!
Yep.
Hello, Salim.
How are you?
Blessings be upon you, Salim.
Hey, Stanley Major.
Yes.
You know how long I've been listening to you? Long, long time.
Really?
The first time I'm calling, I'm from Pakistan.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been listening since, I think you've been in 87, right?
Yes.
I've been listening to you. Glad to hear you back.
Really?
Yeah, I've been listening in the afternoon drive because I've been going out of town. I've been listening all the time. Then I heard that you switch at the night.
I like people from Pakistan.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I've been a few times in studio.
Really?
Yeah, in around 10 to 2 o'clock, but I saw this Neil Roger.
Uh-huh.
But I want to see you, but I don't know, but you are switched to at night.
Yeah, right.
So how you been?
Great.
Your family been good?
Very good.
Nice to hear back, okay?
Thank you.
I'll listen to you all the time.
Very good.
You have a nice evening.
And thanks to you and your neighbors for helping Afghanistan.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye. No, I was the first guy on the radio to raise money for the Afghan rebels. Did you know that? I was raising money for the Afghan rebels in 1979. That was when nobody in the State Department would even talk to anybody representing the Afghan rebels or the resistance movement. Well, we won that one, didn't we? Dade. Dade.
Hello?
Hello?
I hear you talking about David Letterman.
Yes.
How come he's successfully celebrating?
Go away, you old fart. We have another break. Another old fart malcontent. Go to bed, Florence, or watch David Letterman, okay? Don't call in here and try to stir up trouble. I'm entitled to my opinion. David Letterman stinks, all right? My board op loves him. That's what makes the world go around, Florence. You don't like this show? Shut it off. Go back to Jerry Wichner, where you belong. Try to understand the muffled sound of WNWS. The Jerry Wichner Show. Try to understand that signal, okay? All right, let's break it. We'll be right back on the major program on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
You're in the best time slot in the world for some good old rock and roll, you know?
Yeah, right.
Some real progressive rock and roll, Stanley.
Yeah, right. The kind that Uncle Neil loves.
Uncle who?
Mm-hmm.
He's not even up this late.
Your buddy.
My buddy isn't even up this late.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. He's either watching a video, and we won't talk about what video he's watching, or he's sleeping, you know? I mean, come on, you got to get up early to drive 2 cars to work, you know? I mean, come on, you can't have a Ferrari and a Corvette and not drive them both. You know what I'm saying to you, Stanley T?
Does that sound familiar?
Hey, it sounds great at 11 o'clock at night, pal.
Does it really? Hey, the good-looking jock from GTR just walked in.
Oh, yeah? What's your name?
Evan.
Evan?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you believe that? A girl named Evan?
Oh, Evan?
It's like a girl named Mel. Hey, man, you're in South Florida. What the hell can I tell you?
Hey, Evan, do I got a job in rock and roll or what?
She likes this bit, though. Because this is probably better than anything she's played tonight on GTR. Actually, Bob Richards, she is extremely jealous as we speak. That's so good, he's going to start spreading rumors about you. He's going to say you and your father sleep together.
Hey, listen, we sleep in the same... No, I'm not going to say that.
Come on,
after 12 o'clock.
don't say anything about Don Johnson. He's Alex's buddy, isn't he?
Alex? Oh, listen, hey, Alex knows everybody.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying to you?
Right.
Well, see, the sad part about it is, Stanley,
Bye, Evan.
he doesn't know me.
Well, what can I tell you, okay?
Hey, listen, man.
All right.
Hey, you sound great this late. But I know. But, hey, you know where I'm at? And we'll do some rock and roll for the late night show on the Stanley T. Majors show.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get Giselle to cut that open yet.
Oh, hey, man. You already got it, so we're there.
All right.
Sound great, bro.
All right.
Talk to you later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Neil wakes me up in the morning. Do. I love that thing. That's so great. And he rarely played it. Can you believe that? Just because Don Jr. is a friend of mine, Uncle Neil rarely played that great piece of original music on Zeta. Great. What do you want? Another break? Oh, we didn't do the break. Well, you were lukewarm on the break, Eric. Okay. Let's take the break, and we'll be right back on the major program on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD. I got better music than you have. Well, Gary Bruce said he wanted some high-level energy. We'll bring in some Def Leppard tomorrow. to say goodnight, Mary. Good night!
WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. It's Alex Bennett tomorrow afternoon at 2 on 610 WIOD. Depend on it.